And it's been 365 days. To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear George, happy birthday to you. George! And the reason that we're singing happy birthday is also it was 1 year ago when George gave his life to the Lord. That was his true eternal birth. And so now he is a blessed brother in the kingdom for a year now. And so happy birthday, George. We love you.
I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, my name is Ruth, and on April 5th, 2011, I popped into a Subway in Claremont, and here sat this man, homeless, and we've joked about this since, but I really thought he was like 70 when I looked at him. But when I walked in, getting my God bumps, George. When I walked in, it's like how I describe it to him is that his spirit just jumped. His spirit was so loving and compassionate and kind, and I didn't even see his outer being at all. And so I go up and I order my sandwich, and I hear the voice of God, you know, obviously not audibly, but telling me, you know, you have an appointment with that man. Oh, okay, so I got a foot long. And George likes to say that God forgot to give me the, did you want a pepperoni on the sandwich? Says, you know, God didn't tell you I wanted pepperoni, because anyway. But, that's George right there. So I sat down, and he was in the booth right in front of me, and I just looked at him and I said, are you hungry? And he said, yes. And I said, would you like to have a sandwich? And I invited him to come over and sit at the table, and we sat and talked for 2.5 hours. I felt like I could have talked to him all day long. Just an awesome, awesome spirit. And then he asked for my email, and I don't know why I gave it to him, but I did. I mean, you don't just give, you know, here, have my email, call me anytime. But anyway, so I gave him my email, and over the next year, I think we probably, you know, maybe through email, talked about maybe 10 times, maybe a dozen times, not very much. And then all of a sudden, I get a thing from him saying that he's graduating from Impact 195. And the day of his graduation was the exact same day that we met, a year to the day. And so when I came with my friend to see him graduate, I'm like, get out of town. You are not the same man. I could not believe it. It just has blessed me. And so I just all I wanted to share is that as Christians, to let's step out in faith and in courage and not be afraid to do what God calls us to do, because I didn't think big enough. Because when I saw that man, it was in my heart that God wanted me to show this man his love for him. And that's what I thought. That was as far as my vision was. I could have never imagined what God was going to do with this man's life and how he would touch. It touches me to see him. All you young people just run up to him like, wow, you know, he is such a blessing to all of you. And so, wow, George, I love you. You are awesome, dude.
Yeah, George just didn't get off drugs. He became a child of God. And if any of you know him, he's prayed for probably everyone in this room. He's a faithful prayer warrior. Every trip that goes out, he's always praying for him. And so, what a blessing, and what a treat, and what an example of God's restoration in people's lives. We love you, George. We're thankful that you are in our lives. Thank you. You're an angel. We love you. All right, so, yes.